There is something in your life that you are doing that you don't want to do anymore, that's holding you back in some way. But it's almost like there's a part of you continues to do that, even though it's detrimental. Is that right? We have this incredible ability to learn things that are complex and then allow them to become something we do automatically. If I ask you how you do your shoelaces, which hand goes over which first? How many of you could tell me which hand went over first? Yeah, you've been doing your shoelaces up for years. At some point, you learn how to do that to the point where it becomes an automatic function. And there are thousands of things that you learn like that. And once they're learned, it's impossible to consciously unlearn it. It's an amazing ability we have as human beings. And it enables us to function at the level that we function as human beings. Where it works against us is when we learn something to the point where it becomes automatic, but then it becomes redundant or it becomes detrimental. Things like smoking cigarettes or biting your nails, or these habits that we get into. Once it's learned, unfortunately, it is impossible to unlearn. And some of those people have smoked 40 cigarettes a day for over 30 years. And I say that's an incredible feat. To try and remember to do something 40 times a day, every single day, for 30 years without fail, that's an incredible feat. You couldn't do that consciously. But the moment it becomes an automatic function, it's as if we've installed a piece of programming, for want of a better way of describing it. But to change that underlying programming, and this is why I think hypnosis, over and above every other talking therapy, for want of a better way of describing hypnosis, this is where I see the difference. Because what hypnosis does, it gives the operator, the hypnotist, access to that underlying programming. And so we can change that programming. Every behavior we have, as weird as they might be, started with a positive intention. And some people say, oh, why would pulling your hair out? What's positive about that? And I've had people who pull their eyelashes out. What could be positive about people who self-harm? How would you describe that as how would that start as positive? But if you've got an emotional pain that you cannot deal with, then this gives you some kind of control over your pain. For the moment you are hurting yourself, you are in control of that pain. And it takes, because we can't feel pain in more than one part of our body at the same time, that for that period of time eliminates the emotional pain, which they feel have nothing, they can't control. So every behavior that you have, as weird as they might be, and I have seen some weird behaviors in the time I've been doing this work, starts with a positive intention. There is no bad habit, there's just a redundant habit. What if you get that program running in a different way, that's doing something beneficial for you rather than something that's detrimental to you? So instead of getting that, just like trying to ignore it or switch it off or look at it something to be, why don't we re-employ that part? And that's what we can do with hypnosis. If you just ignore it, and that's what we call cold turkey or willpower, the moment you get distracted, you're going to go back to doing it. If we change the programming, everything runs smoothly again. It's just about re-employing or redeploying one of those programs instead of like eliminating it.